Ketogenic diet can be an incredible tool for mental health, but if you're not doing things correctly or you're making some critical mistakes, it might not work for you. It might be the difference between you recovering from your mental illness and going into remission, or like drastically improving your symptoms, and just not seeing any improvement or not seeing the improvement in your symptoms that you want. So in this video, I'm going to share some key mistakes that you must not make when you're doing keto for your mental illness. You cannot make these mistakes. Hey everyone, my name's Matt. I healed my bipolar disorder using metabolic therapies, and I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible recover from severe mental illness using these therapies. And we're nearing 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. That's insane. So I want to do a 1,000 subscriber Q&A. So drop all your comments, all your questions in the comment section, and I'll answer those in the next video. Okay, so 9 mistakes you must not make when you're doing keto for your mental illness. Number 1, ignorance about food. So yeah, if you're gonna do keto, familiarize yourself about macronutrients. Like what is a fat? What are proteins? What are carbohydrates? Or like more specifically, what foods contain those macronutrients? So you need to understand like what are high fat foods you can eat. What foods should you avoid? What foods are carby? Learn about all the foods you can eat, like heavy cream, meats, fish, avocados, nuts, like all of this amazing keto food. And the more you educate yourself and the more you learn as you do the diet, like where the carbs are, because they're sneaky and carbs are in like almost everything, it'll be really, really, really helpful. Number 2, jumping in too quickly. Yeah, so for a lot of people, if they just do keto and go hardcore right away, they can have some weird stuff with their moods. So like people who have bipolar can have a little hypomania during those first couple weeks and things can be a little bit sketchy. So what Dr. Georgia Ede recommends, who's a metabolic psychiatrist, is like maybe go in a little bit more gradually. Maybe over the course of 5, 6, 7 weeks, you just drop the carbs week over week and then, transition that way until by the time you're in week 7, you're in a full-on hardcore ketogenic diet with under 50 or under 30 carbs, whatever you need, whatever keeps you in ketosis. And that might be a lot better than just going straight into the diet and potentially risking some mood symptoms as you're transitioning into ketosis. Number 3, cheating on the diet. Yeah, don't cheat on the diet. You have to think about this like a treatment. You have to think about this like a medication. Like if you take a medication and then miss the medication a couple times a week and then skip it this day and then take extra, yeah, it's not going to be effective. It's not going to work. So ketogenic diet has to be thought of like a treatment, like a medication. I think for most people, at least 9 to 12 months of hardcore adherence to a strict ketogenic diet. Make sure those ketones are up all the time. That's what's going to get you the recovery that you want. And if you haven't tried that, or if you've tried keto but you've cheated on and off, maybe it's time to really commit to this for 9 to 12 months. And for me, I had to do this very, very strictly for a year, maybe a little bit longer, before I started to not stress about keeping the ketones up all the time. I stayed in a ketogenic diet. I never ate pizza or pasta or ice cream or anything like that, but I didn't worry about having the ketones above 1.5 millimoles per liter all the time after about a year. So for 9 to 12 months, commit. Be strict about it, keep those ketones up. Mistake number 4, not tracking ketones. How are you going to know if your body is in ketosis if you're not tracking? So get a blood prick. Blood pricks are great, or you can get the CKM, continuous ketone monitor, which I have in my arm right now. Track your ketones in the morning and in the evening. Make sure you're in, 1.5, 2 millimoles per liter, sometimes higher. Different people need different ketone levels. We don't know a lot about this yet, but just make sure that you're in ketosis by tracking every day. And this will also help you start to understand how much fat you need to eat, your carb limit, so how many carbs you can eat without kicking yourself out of ketosis. It'll just be very, very helpful. Number 6, not eating enough fat. So sometimes people eat low carb, but their ketones are just 0.6, 0.7. They're not getting high enough. Eating a lot of fat can be so helpful. I know for me, even after fasting for 36, 48 hours, my ketones were only at 0.8 or 0.9. But when I had a huge fatty meal and I had a bunch of heavy cream, fatty fish, nuts, avocado, all that good stuff, that's what really bumped the ketones up. So I think for a lot of people who are struggling to get their ketones up or higher, eat a lot of fat. Eat a lot of fat every day for breakfast. Like every day recently, I've been going to the pantry and just getting the pork lard, and I'll just spoon out the pork lard, put it in the microwave and slurp it down. And it's an amazing way to get a lot of extra fat first thing in the morning. Mistake number 7, not having keto food in the house or on the road. So in the house, go to the grocery store, buy the keto food. Make sure you always have food in your house so that when you get hungry, you're not tempted to like DoorDash some pancakes or something like that. You just always have an amazing keto snack, you know, meats, fish, all that good stuff. Easy foods like nuts, always have nuts in the house, you know, almonds, macadamia nuts, all that's amazing. You can have olive oil and just have a fatty salad with olive oil. Like, you just always want to have food in the house so that you're not tempted to eat carbs if the cravings come. And then in the same way on the road, bring nuts on the road. Get keto energy bars, bring those with you when you're on the road, when you're traveling, when you're going to work, so that like if a craving ever comes, you will not feel tempted to eat carbohydrates, because carbs are going to be there. When you're at work, when you're at a restaurant, when you're moving around, going about your day, carbs are everywhere and you are going to see them everywhere. And if you ever get tempted, it can be incredibly helpful to just have a keto snack on your person, eat that instead, continue, you'll be in ketosis, it'll be great. Mistake number 8, sedentary lifestyle. Yes, exercise can be an incredible tool for boosting ketones up. So for me, I noticed that hard cardio, aerobic exercise helps get my ketones up. So I love to do elliptical. I love to do the rowing machine. I love to swim. I love to run. I love to hike. All of that is amazing. And all of that, those hard cardio, aerobic exercise stuff helps me get my ketones up. So if you're struggling to get the ketones up and you're not doing hard aerobic exercise every day, that is definitely something I would recommend. And number 9, final mistake you must not make if you're doing a ketogenic diet for mental illness is not doing other metabolic therapies. Yes, keto is an incredible tool for mental illness, but it's just one piece of the entire metabolic puzzle. So things like sleep hygiene, circadian rhythm management, drug, alcohol, and nicotine abstinence, stress reduction, friendships, hobbies, all of that is incredible, and all of that will do wonders for the recovery. So if you're trying to do keto, but you're drinking all the time, you're smoking marijuana, you know, totally stressed out, sleep schedule is crazy, of course, you're not going to see the recovery that you want. So keto is just one of the many pieces of the puzzle. Please take a look at some of my other videos where I talk about this stuff. All of these different habits can come together, and that's what's going to get you the recovery that you want. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please remember to subscribe and like for the algorithm. We need to get this message out to as many people as possible, and that really helps grow the channel. And drop your questions in the comments section so that I can answer them in the next video. The 1,000 subscriber special that is coming up, that's crazy. Okay, I will talk to y'all soon. Take care.